Welcome to today's presentation. My name's David Lee. What I'm going to cover in this presentation is called Too Many Ideas Can Ruin Your Business. What do I mean by that? Well, you will find out. I wish I had a pound for every opportunity that's come my way. That's part one. In part two, get one idea running first. Okay? Does that sound as though it's making sense? And finally, replicate and refine. Let's get started on what I'm talking about exactly. Now, this is coming from experience. I've seen so many bright ideas in the past. Somebody's come up with me the latest opportunity to get on the bandwagon and why I shouldn't miss out on this opportunity. Well, I wish I had a pound for every opportunity that came my way. Well, take a look on the left side. Have a look at all that money. Can you tell me where those opportunities came from? Was it one opportunity? Was it 10 or 100 opportunities? Or 1,000 opportunities? You just can't really tell. Because the end result is, if it's just one opportunity and it makes you all that money, why do you need the rest? Why do you need to lose your focus on doing something else when one opportunity is all you need? All you need is one idea. Do you know what's going to happen when you get more opportunities thrown your way? You're going to get distracted. You're going to lose your focus. You are going to disperse your time and energy into many things, and you are going to get overloaded. You notice I said you are going to, and I was very definite about that. I didn't say maybe, I said you are. Because unless you have an infrastructure in place, that's exactly what's going to happen. So you don't need to be disillusioned or enchanted by all these opportunities. In fact, just know what you want to do. Don't go seeking out what you don't need until you've mastered what you're doing at the present moment. You'd only have to do exactly what's next on the plate. What's the next stepping stone that you have to master? Okay, that comes from a lot of experience, a lot of temptation, but I've seen many people falter because they lose focus. So, just get that one idea running first. And I literally do things in check boxes. I write down every day what it is I have to do next, so I feel as though I'm moving forward. What is the objective? What is the task? What is it that's has to be done to get me to the next step, and the next step, that reaches me ever closer to my target? Now, that could just be a milestone. It may not be the end result. You may have very clearly in your head what the end result is, but you need milestones along the way and checkpoints, stepping stones to reach to those milestones. And if you achieve that milestone, give yourself recognition. Because most people around you won't understand what you're doing. You may not even get the support, but you will know that you're building up your system, your business system that's needed from the ground up. So just get the one thing going first up. The good news is that if you can do this, automate it, delegate it, that you are backing off from each and every task on a day-to-day basis. This is why automation, systems are important. Delegation to other people. It is a natural process for you to be able to automate and run your business as and when you want. Do you really want to be going into an office every day, into a shop front every day? If that's what you're running, fine. But how much of that process can you automate? And finally, we replicate and redefine. If you want to go into other niches, into other industries, I suggest you take a look at the description of how I define business. You need the foundation skills at the very bottom. It's the business and emotional intelligence. It's really the mindset that you need to run any business. Now, if business goes bad for you one week, what are you going to do? Jump up and down and get all hysterical? Or you've got to think logically about what you do next, how you can change your marketing. Because sometimes things just happen. What if you lose orders all of a sudden and you've got to change your tact? Or the product that you're selling is no longer in demand? Or it's no matter what. You have to be flexible because you are not at an office, you're not at working for somebody else. You are in charge. So you need the business systems and infrastructure in place. What's online? What's offline? What are you going to do for your marketing? Who's going to be in charge? How are you going to do your accounts receivable, your accounts payable? These are all things that are needed in any small business that you didn't have to take care of when you were working, I should say, for somebody else, working for an employer. And as we move up to the next layer, this is something that is just as important: communication and branding and marketing. Because you need to have an understanding. You are in charge of the business communications, branding and marketing. You must know what your customer is looking for and how it changes, and know their objections. And so above that, we're developing the systems and strategies specific to your niche, specific to whatever your goods or services are. You need specific systems. How you're going to put people into a funnel that brings them in. Remember, they are suspects when they meet you for the first time. You bring them in as prospects when they get to know you better. You take them along to make them customers. You want to then move them from customers to repeat customers. In other words, raving fans. Raving fans, people that talk about you to other people, and they become like friend and family. When you've got that in place, it really does not matter what industry you're in. You can replicate everything that underpins the very top, which is the product or service. That's why I say to you, get started on one thing. When you know that very well, you can replicate many of the processes of the underlying layers and then just replace what's on the top two layers of this current diagram. My name's David Lee. I cover this and much, much more at Passion to Profit. I do give you a thorough business training over 2 days that are comprehensive. Go to my website at passiontoprofit.co.uk or email me and say you've seen this presentation. There's the email address for you. And I look forward to seeing you on the next presentation, or better still, live at Passion to Profit. Thank you. Bye-bye.